Hey you folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play EU4, The Art of Sweden, The Art of Dismantling France. We are just truce breaking and redeclaring on France over and over and over again, and doing that while we have a coalition that should make me poop my pants. The fact that Spain and Portugal are in it actually definitely complicate things a wee bit. A lot of it, the rest of it is kind of manageable. I actually don't know. Take a look at Austria, for example. How many troops they have? They have no manpower, 85k troops. That's not bad. Brandenburg, 30,000 troops. Nothing. Spain and Portugal have actually been warring each other, which is interesting. Portugal's got 33,000 troops, no manpower. Spain's 100,000 troops and no manpower. They could be beatable. I have like more manpower in my bank than a lot of these people do. We're obviously going to sink that little Tuscan army, which is fine. We've got our ticking war score. France's low war enthusiasm. They have a lot of war exhaustion, which is awesome. We have no war exhaustion. We have been paying it down a little bit. So, I mean, our diplo cost is going there, and we are going to be a little bit worried about diplo points. We are expending a handful of diplo points right now, 6 per month, annexing Trier. But that's okay. We might want to put some focus over there. Right now the focus is on admin, which is actually going to be important for coring stuff relatively soon. So we're actually losing diplo points right now while we're coring Trier, but the idea is it's ultimately going to free up some points because we are, we're going to free up one of our diplomatic relations. We won the siege of Berry. So let's go and move everyone down to Limousin. Well, Limousin is going to tick pretty quickly. Let's go to Poitou. And anyway, we're going to have to wait until we get a few more ticks with France. We're not going to peace out. Like, we're going to annex this in about 9 months. And the war with France might be ready to be resolved at that point. It depends on exactly what our war score will be. So, new religion spreads. Something called football. What? We get a bunch of local unrest for papal influence, which I don't care about. And the unrest is actually kind of bad. Or we lose Grand Captain Rettel. The Grand Captain is this guy here who decreases my land maintenance, who is nice, but actually can't really afford unrest everywhere right now. So let's go with, he's expensive, but I have unlimited money. We'll go for the bonus military points, and the Greater Fort Defense is actually a little bit handy as Haiti comes in and just tries to take all my crap, which is really annoying. These guys here, go and protect trade in the English Channel. You'll merge up with the rest of my troops, and that'll be fine. Here we're going to continue that blockade, which is going to be lovely. Won the siege of Narbonne, which is over here. So we're going to send most of you guys over here, except the one cannon we're going to have contribute down there. Meanwhile, the siege won yet? Not yet. What the hell? Won a siege right there, so we'll do the same thing. We're going to pull back our army, mostly, to cut down on attrition, but we're going to keep our cannons around to speed up these sieges. Alright, Poitou. That fell really quickly once the reinforcements arrived. So I'll merge you up. 16 cannons. We could spread you around, but I don't think we will. I will take the infantry and put you over here. The rest of the cannons, I'll just march down or march up the coast. Doesn't really matter. Tell you what, I will split you up. And some of you down, and some of you are going to go to Fenester over there. Roussillon is done, which is right here. And we'll just have you contribute to Toulouse, which still has a negative ticking. All right. So the big question is still, are we going to be declared on by some random little snot that's in the coalition? Some little bastard who's not deserving of being on the same map as I am, let alone the same war, who decides to get his britches in a knot and attacks me. I don't know who that would be. Could be Switzerland. I'm assuming they have a CB against me. Oh yeah, they have the Imperialism CB, so they might try to do some crazy-ass stuff like that with the backing of actual big nations. Now, I don't have the Imperialism CB because I believe it's a high diplomatic technology. I don't have that. I also don't have the ability to create client states, which could potentially help us greatly with all of what we're trying to accomplish over here. We lost a siege in a place we don't care about. That's our South American holding, I think. Cambrai is done. Cambrai right over here. Go ahead and help out there. And Gascon, which is here. We're going to go and move you to Armagnac. Oh, I get some extra dudes over here as well. There, you go and help there too. Won the siege of the Gold Coast. Nice, lovely. Go ahead and dock. These guys are pretty heavily attritioned as well. I think this was a 33k stack normally. Oh, no, they're actually almost full. Never mind. They're good. So we've docked there. The ships actually don't need much in the way of repairs. So why don't we go ahead and launch out right away to the Gulf of Congo. Do some more overseas sieging, just to get a higher percentage of France owned, which is actually kind of important, even though the provinces individually don't have much in the way of a war score. Send you there. We still have to take care of these Haitians at some point. Well, it's not critical. We're not going to lose much war score, but it's a little annoying. Not going to lie. Take these cannons, go to Savoie. Move back over there. And yeah, we'll take some of these armies, move them to the coast, then try to transport them over to defeat the Haitians. Actually, hold on. These troops here that are going to the Congo. Change my mind. Come and try to dock in Andalusia. Please and thank you. On the siege of Brabant. Go ahead and move down here. Ooh, we did lose that siege, and they're going to move directly to Andalusia. So, we actually might not have the numbers. We could pick up a few more troops. Yeah, let's do that. Let's actually go to Gascon first. We're going to make sure we outnumber these guys. I don't think they have the tech on us and some of the traits that we do. But let's make sure to not land on them, get the amphibious combat penalty, and all that kind of nastiness, which would be very unpleasant. All right, Rethel. Okay, New Scottish Liberty is going up. Okay, going up due to effective tariff 53. So, wait. Why is the effective tariff higher? Okay, you know what? I'm going to decrease. I don't understand why the effective tariff is higher. Where do we see the effective tariff? They're paying a lot of money. Holy crap. We're getting a lot of gold from them. We might have to decrease it a little bit more. On the Siege of Anjou, we lost ships. Is that here? Oh, shite. Get out! Okay, thank God. I did not realize that we were getting attritioned over there. Woo, that's terrible. Alright, move over there. You're hanging out there. You've landed there, which is good. On the Siege of Aragon. Lovely. And you've arrived here, where we're going to meet up with the rest of the ships and then kill the Haitians. It'd be nice if we could separate peace out Haiti and get them to break their relationship with France, but I'm not going to spend the war score on the French side to do any of that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've got to spend my French war score elsewhere. Alright, you're going to be there. Well, yeah, that's good. There might be too many of you there, we'll see. Oh, that was good. Move you down to Loire. Alright, so 37% with France only. Actually, surprised it's not a little bit higher. We've got almost all of France taken. Oh, we finished at regimental camp. Oh, yeah! I still have unlimited money. And, let's do that. And I don't mind spending my military power sort of on those. That's not a huge amount of manpower, actually, from those. That was maybe not the ideal. Get a little bit more by doing that. Okay. I still need to tech up, of course, but... Good, good. We're going to move you to here. Actually, I'll move you to Orléans, but I'll split these guys off that way. We're still arriving to land over there, which is good. On the Siege of Armagnac and Navarra. So, go there and there. All this is done. Boy will fall soon. But let me pull back into Franche-Comté, since it's a friendly territory. We have an alliance there. If I declare war while I'm here, I think I get Black Flag. But I can just hang out there, that's fine. And we may as well pull out at this point. Let's go to Champagne. Now, it is important to note that any troops I have over here can't really go back and forth. Oh, I can always walk through Burgundy now. But yeah, I still don't border, so there's a little bit of awkwardness there. Probably I mean, I have to eat all of France at some point, so I could grab some of these provinces, make life easier. I gotta grab Alençon this time, and actually whatever I have claims on, which is Calais and I think Maine. That's going to be important. Okay, you have dock here. We're going to grab you, get you on a boat. Come down to Cadiz. This is not actually helping me take a larger percentage of France, but, you know, what can you do? Meanwhile, the annexation is about to finish, which I'm very excited about. Split you in half, go there. You don't get attritioned. Bam! Alright. Very nice. So we are now at 8 of 6. Good, that'll free up 1 Diplo point per month, which is very important. Because we're going to need quite a bit of it to work out our peace deal, of course. 1721. I mean, we're taking massive, massive chunks out of France. I still... Cologne. Cologne could be the one to trigger the war. It could happen. I still don't think we'll necessarily be able to destroy France in time, or potentially at all, to be able to culture convert Ile-de-France. But we're going to try! That is our goal right now. Again, we could, you know, we could paint the map more. We could become more individually powerful if we wanted to. Oh, I never picked up these last fellows over here. Oops. But this is like 10 times more awesome. Ooh, they've got a fleet there. How to do that? We're obviously going to have to go... We got 20 heavies. Go and sink them. And go and attack there. Okay. But yeah, there's a certain awesomeness that you can't argue against. You could try. You can't. Battle of Andalusia has been won. You're going to retreat to there, where we're going to stack wipe you. And then siege. Boom, boom. Nice. Some slight damage. I may as well go park myself in Andalusia to repair that. Actually, I'm going to park in these instead, because that's where the other ships were going. They're all together. There we go. 46 transports. Or you know what? Hold on. We'll detach a minimal siege. Go to Andalusia. Go to Andalusia. All you guys go to Andalusia. You're not that badly hurt. We're going to need you to get here and come way down here. Meanwhile, oh, there's more France over here in Natal. Well, we might want to go and grab it or something. Got to get rid of all of France at some point. All of it has to go. The fire sale. We are going to need to core things, which is too bad, because that plus 10% admin, or not admin efficiency, but production efficiency is really valuable. I don't want to lose claim strength. I can afford to lose some prestige. I'm crushing people in wars. So I have unlimited prestige. It's always the way I look at it. We're going to go over here. Trier is actually owned by us. It's non-contiguous, though, because Hesse is still in the way. Normandy, we are... Are we improving relations? We're not. We should be, because I could I could soak you in. I could annex you. And I would very much like to do that, actually. Spain and... Who's this? Netherlands and Spain are in a war. Really? Who would have ever thought? A war between the Netherlands and Spain? Gosh! What a crazy, twisted, alternate history world we live in. We need to split you and maybe send you to Trier. And all you guys actually are just sitting around being attritioned and doing nothing. Go there. Go a little further. There. We are operating on a pretty high speed. Someone just got to the Gulf of the Congo. We better do something with that before you say sink, which would be poor. War score against France is 54%. Now, continues to raise because we do have the war goal. We haven't gotten full credit for everything yet. A couple of occupations cost a little bit, but mostly we just have to wait for the war goal, or the war score, to continue to tick up. We've got all of real France over here, and we're waiting for overseas France. Although every time I shrink this area down, then more of their holdings become these little areas over here that, you know, I'd rather not deal with. We got a lot of attrition going on. Wow. Now, I'm assuming we can assault this and win. We got 10 to 1 on infantry. Gonna lose a good number of people, but yes. And I like the speed up right now. I think there's a lot of value in that, even though I should probably wait for these guys to be reinforced. 56%. More colonies. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and decrease the tariffs in New Scotland a little bit more. Sucks to spend the admin cost, but I don't want them to break away. Barracks are done. I don't think I'm gonna build any more right now. What's our total manpower? Almost to 500,000. Haha, Tuscany. Everyone likes to go for Ireland all the time. I mean, I can't blame them. It's not being defended. I might want to build more forts over there, actually, to slow down the sieging of Ireland. Actually not a bad idea. Reinforcements, we only need 10,000 men to reinforce currently. Our manpower is actually going up in this war, which is really good. This siege is happening very quickly. It helps. Oh, yeah, I never did grab that level 3 siege guy. Hold on. Let me split. Merge up. Let me grab the 1 cavalry. Send it over here. Because that'll be my current territory. And then I'll grab the level 3 siege guy. And use him to just siege all this stuff a lot faster. So, over here. Yeah, see? Go. And this guy. Yeah, I can't. How do I do that then? Oh, I know how I can do it. Okay. They don't want to merge because they'll probably give me their one. So what I want to do is take this one with the leader I'm not as interested in. Select it. Split off a new one. I'm actually going to split off everyone. Oops, I did that wrong. Except 1 infantry. This guy will have the old leader. Now I can move to Luanda and then set the new leader, the no leader thing. Yay! Alright, that siege was won a little bit easier. So actually, I can stay here. You, no leader. Merge up. Land. So now I've got the siege bonus guy. Good. And I can take more and more of these overseas little bits and pieces. And I actually might... Ooh, I gotta repair these guys. Tell you what, why don't I go to my actual territory to repair? I actually might want to focus on taking more and more of the overseas bits. In these peace deals, because it's easier for me to siege this stuff. Obviously, I need Alençon, and Maine and Calais I have claims on, so I might want to prioritize those as well, because they will core cheaper and easier. I'm so happy that the Netherlands is actually crushing the Spanish Navy, which is good. I can piss off Anhalt or lose 10 prestige. Also have to spend money. I don't know, I just take the prestige hit. I've got nigh on unlimited. Lost a CB against Austria. Let's go ahead and fabricate a new claim on Austria, just so that I have a way to declare war on them, should the need arise. A little bit of heresy is not going to kill us. Good amount of money in the bank. Manpower's over 300k. Gonna land over here. Gonna repair a little bit more before we go out to sea. In fact, I may... if I want to admiral, it's Diplo points. Never mind, I gotta save my Diplo points. I was gonna say, it might be worth grabbing an admiral. Oh, why don't you go and grab that? Thank you kindly. All of the actual French stuff over here is taken. Normandy's deciding to just stand around and become attrition a little bit, which is kind of annoying. Persia is rivaling Russia. That's interesting. Yay, we de-siege that. Lovely. I'd like to bring my troops home, but no. I can move my fleet. Speaking of fleets, these are both light trade ships. Gonna merge you guys up, put you back on protect trade in Seville. Now my income is gonna tank a little bit here. Because I'm going to become overextended once we negotiate this peace deal. But yeah, I think grabbing more and more of the African and then Oriental holdings, this is actually going to be a really, really smart thing to do in this war, because we have to grab it all eventually. Did that go already? Well, that's technically a colony. Yoink. Mine now. Actually, you stay there. See if you can repair an extra tick. You're getting there, pretty close. We'll probably wait until February 1st, which I assume is when the repairs happen. I think that's also when the reinforce happens. We're going to lose that, so that unfortunately ticks a little negative war score, which is kind of annoying. And yeah, see, holding this stuff here is not giving me as much war score as it did in the previous war, just because it's less of France. There's a lot less France to siege over here. None of Burgundy and Provence, for example. So yeah, it's going to become, sure, you know what, Netherlands? We're going to be buds. You see that? Going to become imperative that I push out into the other French bits and get rid of these French bits as soon as possible. That way I can earn more war score just from sieging France itself, which I like. Plus these things core really easily. I mean, I don't know, it's not going to give me any advantage whatsoever since I don't have any real trade ideas. If I'd taken those trade ideas instead of influence ideas, then I could potentially be making a lot of money from grabbing all these little bits and pieces. But for now, I don't care about that. There's actually some French units over here. So that's where some of their units are hanging out. So, oh well. actually doing them a favor by destroying these things that are costing them upkeep and does nothing for them. See, I'm a nice guy that way. I don't have a colonist to send over here, so I can't, you know, change the culture or anything. Can I already assign it to a trade company? Really? Still, the progress is pretty good, plus 50 per year, and that's mostly just due to, you know, technology and stuff. Alright. I'm gonna let my morale tick up for a sec. Yeah, so just wait until July 1st, and then I will go and assault these guys. Bam. Assault. Just for speeds. We got really lucky on a roll. We might even trash the walls, but it's not going to be required. Bam. How's the ship doing? Not so great. Let's go ahead and dock it. Get it a little bit more repaired before we go out anywhere else. And yeah, so France has got all these little islands that are probably important for us to take. Also, the big chunk of the Indian stuff as well. Ah! Alright, that's a little annoying. I can't build troops here because of the core. Oh, we can't core because we're with France. This core will never finish because I'm just going to be repeatedly warring with France over and over. Hey, Portugal! I can't sell... Can I sell them this? I mean, I hate them and all. I wonder if that might be a possibility. I mean, it's not causing me much in the way of overextension. Well, 11.4%. It's not nothing. It's not nothing. But yeah, that never occurred to me. If I keep chain warring France... Well, okay, I won't actually. I'm going to be... I have to remember that. Because it does freeze the coring, I have to finish coring whatever I take from France. That is kind of sucky. That's going to slow us down. So the more I can give away, the better. There are a few countries I can still release. I said I want to take some stuff, and I do. If I'm going to take anything in a war, I wonder if I should take as much as possible, because I'm going to have to be at peace to core it all. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm already going to be having to be at peace for like 5 years so I can core a bunch of crap, should I just try to take as much as possible, and then maybe next war, release a bunch of things instead? Ships are repaired. You guys get on the ships. Ships come to over here. Dun, 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 dun. So what I should probably do is sort like all the provinces based on war score and or overextension, like starting with the smallest and just try to take as much stuff as possible. But again, non-mainland stuff would be good just because it will facilitate, it'll make the follow-up wars a lot simpler. You, get down here. Kill some more random French troops. How's my war exhaustion? Trivial. It's because I'm having to do no real reinforcements. Just a few here. In fact, my manpower is going up pretty dramatically, which is good considering the size of the coalition against me. We may have to go back and send some troops there. Okay, if I go... Oh, it destroyed the colony completely. So France might start recolonizing over there, which is a little annoying. Assault right away. It's going to be fine. We've got nothing. Fort level 1, not very many troops. Yeah, they're actually just running out of troops as opposed to morale. Go ahead and dock. We got our morale tick. Not the reinforcement ones. We're not really damaged, though, so get right back on the boat. And you're come to Diego over here. 68% war score. Still want to let it go. We're still ticking away over here. We've got... we do have 18 from this. God, France must have a lot of stuff overseas. It doesn't help that they have quite a few allies in here. Like Tuscany, for example. And since I have none of Tuscany sieged, maybe I should do something about that. Oh, apparently I do have something about that. These are probably Triarian troops. Thanks, Farrar. Really handy. Over to Parma. Boom. Get off the boat. Charge! Back from Farrar. So that is an extra relationship, of course. It's always annoying. I must have a fleet buzzing around here. Got this one. Move you there just to help with the blockade. To make that siege go a little bit faster. Tuscany's got a fair bit of war exhaustion, but their enthusiasm is quite high. Which surprises me. Oh! We're out of infantry. I assume cancel their assault. We're actually going to have to wait for reinforcements over there. We've got call for peace! Wow. Well, we have had the war goal for a long time. When did this war start? It's actually a 5-year war. All right, let me finish the siege and see what we can do. Wow. I don't suppose France restarted their colony over here. No, they haven't. Yarkand, okay. We need a new advisor. Offense doesn't really matter. Trade efficiency helps, but I would actually want more Diplo points per month, so I'm going to go here. The Diplo rep helps if we're trying to annex a vassal, which theoretically we might be able to do with Normandy. Especially if I speed things up with a few subsidies. Oh, they're almost there. One gift, that'll be fine. As soon as we're at peace, we can soak in Normandy. Easy peasy. So, there should be no length of war modifier over here. Well, there still sort of is, but not much. Let me finish the siege. See what I can do. France has got so much. I'm not used to seeing France taking this much overseas garbage. Speed up, speed 4. Yay, okay. France, listen. I'm going to take a bunch of your stuff, okay? We're going to take this. We're going to take that. We're going to take Luanda. We're going to take this island. Oh, it's Ile Bourbon to distinguish it from Bourbon. Normal Bourbon. We're going to take that. Okay, now is the big question mark. I think everything else... Oh, no, Gold Coast. Okay, we've taken all the African stuff we can. Oh, there's a bit of Haiti right there. We've taken all the African holdings we can. So now the question is, what do we take here? Well, we take Alençon so that we isolate Ile-de-France for later, which is really good. I do have a claim on Maine. Oh, and Calais. Right. Okay, so that was the war goal, and then we have a claim on Calais and Maine. Yes, we do. Brings us to 58, which ain't bad. Could always get you to release a few nations for convenience, like Guyenne over here, which is probably still a strong move. Alright, we don't have enough for both of those, and that brings us up to 96. Oh! And we're already 121% overextended. Holy crap, okay. So, let us cancel Calais. Ooh, cancel Maine? Either way, we're going to be slightly overextended. Oh, shoot. I might be able to give one of these to Normandy. I think what I'll do is I'll take Maine and hope that I can give it to Normandy. I assume... You might have the wrong culture, right? Because Normandy is Norman, and Maine is cosmopolitan. If I do this, the claim that I have on this province no longer helps. Alright. Now take Maine. Give armor. Normandy. We did that. Return cores. Anyone that would be helpful? Not really. Yeah, canceling some vassals might make my life a little easier, but I don't know. So I have 18%. Okay, I have 12% overextension allowed. So there's quite a few options for that, actually. The question is any of it can take... Well, you know what? I can take Navarra over here. And what's convenient about that, it gives me a nice landing zone. Alright, that brings me up to 97.2% overextension. I still have 10% left in the bank. I could go for war reparations, but what seems silly about that is... let's leave this. Or should release Orissa. Actually, it's so close to being a little bit more, huh? Oh, two. What's silly about war reparations is they do stop when I go to war again. So I think what I'll try to do is... Oh, you'll stop at 97? I'll take 400 gold. Okay, let's figure this out. So I'm going to take a bunch of their stupid overseas stuff, which is going to make subsequent wars a little easier. Also, continue to give me a landing point so I can go and invade more of their stuff. I have to wipe France off the map. There can only be one big blue blob. So we're going to do that. We are releasing Guyenne over here. Alternatively, I could release Aragon. Oh, I can't release that because it's part of the same thing. Better. If I released Aragon, what else could I do? Brings me to 13%, which isn't enough to release anyone else. Unless I don't release Orissa. Then I can do a Toulouse? There's just one province. So Orissa is still over there, but honestly, me taking Orissa doesn't hurt quite as much. Alright. I'll take a bunch of islands, a bunch of African holdings, and Alençon. Normandy will take armor. I will also take Navarra. But I don't have to take Navarra. Or I could take it and then instantly release it as a vassal. Maybe that's silly. Because if I don't take Navarra, can I tell you to release Navarra? For 8% war score? But you won't take the 100% war deal. I could just wait a little bit longer. Because I still have a few ticks. Yes, I've got call for peace. But I am very close to making this work. Man, this is a long video. I'll have to put a break in here. I think I want to do that. Because that way it minimizes how much I necessarily have to core. I mean, I'll still be pretty overextended. But it'll save a little bit of effort, which is good. Yeah, okay, well, I'm going to have to put a cut in here. But can get another 4.2% war score simply by waiting, if nothing else. And honestly, we can grab some more overseas stuff. So I think we're going to do that. That'll have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye, folks.